photo shoot at your studio at the Attic Salon Hawaii today. Can you tell us a little bit about your studio here? Where is it located, and what do you do? Both.
Okay. I'm located at 1272 South King Street in room 202. It's a cool creative studio salon. It's just me, and I'm coming to like a flow. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about your history of working with hair? How did you first start? Why did you first get interested in doing hair?
Ooh, it started with Barbies.
Barbies?
I was always cutting the hair off my Barbies as a kid. And my mom knew that I had some kind of interest, so she bought me one of those giant Barbie heads that were really popular in the 90s. And I would just go to town, constantly curling, playing, doing braids on the hair. And somehow that translated into a whole career at this point.
Awesome. And what is it that you love about working with hair? What inspires you now, even today?
Oh, it's the creative freedom. I mean, it's just being able to come up with ideas, being creative, and putting it onto paper. I mean, self-esteem comes from hair. Everyone knows when you have a good haircut or a crazy cool color, you just feel good. You can tell it on people. And so for me to be able to be creative and then give people this great self-esteem, like there's no better reward than that.
Awesome. And what do you find, even if you do, what do you find challenging about being a top high-end hairstylist?
Ooh, it's people knowing your worth. I mean, we as hairdressers, we spend tens of thousands of dollars to get educated, and constantly spending money to get educated so that we can provide our clients with the best styles, the best cuts, colors. So I think the biggest challenge is having people kind of debate your price with you and know what you're worth. And I think all stylists kind of have that problem where clients want to bargain with you, but I think clients should know that you're getting what you pay for. When you're a high-end stylist, you need to know your worth, and clients need to know they're getting what they pay for.
And have you, I mean, I already know the answer to this question because we worked together before, but have you ever done editorial photo shoots before?
I have. I've done quite a few. I loved it. I mean, being a stylist, I'm behind the chair all the time, but being able to get away from that and just let your creativity flow and give, crazy hairstyles, and just, there's no limit in editorial to what you can do and create. And I think that's a great outlet. I think a lot of hairstyles should kind of get into that because it's great.
Can you tell us about, I remember I took a look at some of your work and you did a photo shoot that was really, I thought it was really cool, and that's what that me as a photographer made me want to work with you in the first place. You did a shoot. Can you explain that one? It was like they all had white hair. It was like
the Marie Antoinette.
The Marie Antoinette look. Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh my gosh! It was for a hair competition, and I don't know why I had a dream, and I think I was watching the Kirsten Dunst Marie Antoinette, and I became so inspired. I'm like, I need to make huge Victorian-esque hair pieces. So I literally went down to the hair store, bought a ton of extensions, and then just tweaked out at home, making crazy fluffy wigs to match each of the models. And somehow it came together. I spent like 2 weeks tweaking over these wigs and hair pieces, and somehow, I mean, I even had my mom sewing those little neck frilly pieces, and it was like a whole family effort. But I've never been more inspired, and I've got a lot of great feedback.
Yeah, that was beautiful, beautiful images, beautiful hair. Here's a question for you. So as a photographer, I'm always curious, like, what are things that we can do as photographers or in any creatives in general to improve the process for getting those types of images to get us there in a better, cleaner way? Is there anything that we can do to work better with the hairstylist?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best shoots I've ever been on have been a collaborative, piece with the photographer, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist. I think when we're all on the same page, each of us is so well versed in our industry that I think we have to come together. Photographers, kind of lay out their vision, and it's for me as a hairdresser to see where can I take that vision, what creativity can I do, what's going to work on camera, what's not. And I think the photographer is going to know what's going to photograph well. I can know what's going to, what styles we should go for and look for. And even, the makeup artist has so much input. So the best shoots that I have ever been on is when all three of us have come together, laid out our creative plans, worked together, and we're honest with each other about what works. Hey, I think that may not work. Why don't we try this? And I think when we cohesively come together, like magic happens. It's awesome.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Do you like to do more planning ahead of time, or do you like to do like a little bit of mix of planning and then a little bit more freestyle on set, or what do you prefer?
Both. I mean, I'm a planner. I had to learn early in my career. I used to just wing it. I used to go, and it was miserable. You're like, what am I doing at some point? I think you need some aspect of planning. You need to be able to come and have, like, look, I have 5 hairstyles in mind that I know are going to work for this shoot, and I can bring out each one. And as a hairstylist, you have to plan. You have to have that mannequin head at home. You have to be tweaking, constantly perfecting it, so that when you get on set, you're ready to go. If the photographer wants you to switch up something last minute, you have a backup hairstyle that you can go to, and you have mastered it. But there is, on shoots, there's always an aspect of surprise, because sometimes, you come and the model, just their hair isn't working with that hairstyle, because every model's hair is different. So you have to be able to have some kind of knowledge on how to tweak what you've practiced and learn it. So, definitely, that's a long answer, but short answer is both. You have to have, a lot of planning, and then be able to be flexible and just change the style like that if you need to.
Now, I think that was a great answer. Do you have any favorite hairstylists that you admire, that you look up to, and you like to look at their work?
Well, besides from updos, I'm a colorist. That's actually my first and foremost, specialty. So definitely everyone knows Guy Tang. He's amazing. Also his friend Rebecca Taylor, who I had the pleasure of taking a class when she was actually out here. We don't get a lot of hairstylists that visit Hawaii to give education. So whenever one does come out, I highly recommend you jump on it and take their classes. And they rock it. Not only are they great at color, they're great at styling as well.
Awesome. And where do you see yourself in styling in 5 years from now?
Hopefully more, I get to travel. I want to get big enough to where I can start taking, work overseas maybe and head up there. I hope to build my salon and maybe add people that have the same creative vision that I do. And I hope to keep rocking photo shoots.
Awesome. Thanks, Kat. And where can people find you if they want to know more about you?
Cool. I'm on Yelp. You can find me at Attic Salon. I have a lot of work, and you can see firsthand reviews from my clients. I also have an Instagram. It's Attic Salon HI, at Attic Salon HI. And for photographers or models, I am on Model Mayhem. Check out my name, and you can find me and my work.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kat. We appreciate it.